This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrish, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed protector of the universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station to fight an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar. Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Zone, episode 125. That's right, divisible by 5. Woo! I am Phil. Joining me as always, master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And master of the 50%, it is.
This is me, half power Matt Kona. The glass is half full or empty, depending on the mood you are in while listening to it.
That's the spirit. All right, so yes, we said since we're covering Quasar 47, we'd have a big Thunderstrike talk. So yes, let's do that. Before we do, last week I got Guardians of the Galaxy 4, still no Quasar, so carry on.
Okay.
Yeah, so Thunderstrike, yes, is going to be in tonight's issue. Will, did you read anything Thunderstrike?
I didn't have any stuff around, so the stuff I have read was basically his guest appearances and stuff. I didn't ever read the series.
Yeah,
I'm a slacker.
I reread most of the issues. Look, 90s, shiny.
Oh, yeah.
Shiny.
Or just like the lightning, yeah.
Glossy cover.
So I mean, this is one of the big 90s characters, one of the replacement characters, who replaced Thor and then got his own book for 24 issues.
It's interesting too, because that seemed to happen about every 10 to 15 years. I mean, if you look back when Rhodey replaced, Iron Man, Jon Stewart replaced, Hal Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
There was a fit of that in the, I guess, mid 80s, and then in the 90s it was all the rage again. And
oh yeah,
everybody got replaced then. Bat suits.
Oh yeah, like early 90s, they were looking to just like spin anything out of anything. Because that's what me and Lilith were talking about Nightfall the other day. We're like, yeah, I mean, look how many books they spun out of Nightfall. Catwoman, Robin, eventually Azrael.
And we've probably talked about this, but the giant crossover of all crossovers, No Man's Land.
Oh,
okay?
Yes.
I don't know if I've done this, but I should publicly apologize at this point for thinking that, that's stupid. That would never happen.
What America cutting off a major city? Yeah, no, that never happened.
That would never happen. Yeah, so I probably need to go back and reread that with burdened eyes now.
It was a year's worth of every Batman book, and then eventually all the other Bat books joined in on it.
So it's 4 issues, all the 4 issues, the 4 monthly issues of the Bat books.
Yeah,
and there was Robin and Catwoman and
Nightwing,
everything. Nightwing, yeah.
Azrael, yeah.
And a certain Alex Ross covered book, which is the first appearance of Harley Quinn in the DC universe. DC universe, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not her first appearance, which is in the Batman
Adventures.
series.
Yeah.
I have that book down there. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's a highly sought after one.
I guess they count her first official comic appearance in the Batman Adventures, that one that was based on the animated series. But yeah, I have her first in regular continuity appearance. But yes,
and that's an Alex Ross Joker and Harley cover, right? If I remember, yeah.
Yep.
Batman.
Oh, look, we got someone's attention.
Batman.
But yeah, what you found that so unbelievable that the American government would cut off a major city?
During a disaster. Yeah, I was like, this is stupid. This would never happen. This is not why government exists. Government exists. I'm so naive, and I've learned now.
That's right.
That's right.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
But I was dumb, and it could certainly happen, and it did happen, and it's probably happening right now. But whatever.
But yeah, so it was a big giant crossover.
Whoa.
So sorry, I completely derailed our Thunderstrike discussion.
That's all right. So yeah, just throw out some Thunderstrike.
Phil's the only one that did his homework anyway.
That's right.
Yeah.
But no,
I read a certain Fox News transcript, and I feel that I killed all of my brain cells in an interview this weekend, and so I didn't have any time to read Thunderstrike. I do own, I think, every issue, maybe except the last one, which is kind of hard to find.
Oh, yeah. I'm missing one or two in the middle, but yeah, I have most of them.
Yeah.
Was it 24 or 27 issues that it ran?
24.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, just I don't know, it kind of has similarities to Quasar. It's kind of like every man who got powers, and
well, but true, if you think about it, I mean, it was revealed that he was the new Thor. He impersonated him for a while, but then at one point in the regular Thor title, it was Eric Masterson is Thor, right? And everybody knew it. So he has a longer run than 24 issues because he was the headliner in the Thor title, right?
Yeah. I mean, Eric Masterson Thor was there for a long time, and he was also a member of the Avengers for 31 issues too.
That is pretty amazing.
including Operation Galactic Storm.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know how many of the issues he was keeping the secret, but Captain America was the first person that he revealed that he's not the son of Odin too.
When did Cap pick up Mjolnir in the Thor title? Was that post or pre Eric Masterson?
That was pre Eric Masterson. It was issue 390. Yeah, and Eric takes over in 433. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was
but when his second issue of him, Eric Masterson being Thor, he goes to Avengers Mansion and tells Cap, and he even has him hold the hammer. He's like, "There's a secret bond that unites everyone who's ever held the hammer."
That's cool. I need to go back and read that stuff. If only someone had suggested that to me last week.
Yeah. Sorry, Phil. Should we just postpone this to next week? Can we get an extension?
But you can just tell the passion Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends have for stuff, because they did that Thor run, and then they were just they were more than eager to follow Eric Masterson in the Thunderstrike. I think the same thing went for their Spider-Girl stuff. I mean, that went how long?
Oh yeah, that was didn't that go 100 issues or something? I mean, it was or did she first appear in What If 100 something?
She did appear in What If first, but then she had I think she had at least 100 issues, and then I think they gave her a second a second series. I mean, I forget. I talked to Ron Friends. I mean, I think all in all, he said it might have been 130 issues or something altogether, something like that.
I mean, that's amazing
for Spider-Girl. Yeah, it's that MC2 line. Hey man, those Spider people sell. Spider-Girl was the most popular thing in MC2. Spider-Man 2099 was the most popular thing basically in that 2099 line.
And now we've got Ghost Spider and Miles Morales Spider-Man. I mean, there's a lot of good Spider stuff out,
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. They know what sells. I mean, Marvel's basically, if anything, it's Spider-Man, it's Spider-Man or X-Men. Over at DC, it's all, who.
Batman.
But yeah, they know it sells. But I remember talking to Ron Friends. Everyone remember Blood Axe, who Eric fought?
Yeah. It was one of the big time villains.
I forget how far in, but I think Ron said for a while they're like, yeah, we didn't even know who Blood Axe was. You know, we just threw out a list of suspects, and it was just like, we'll pick one, and then it ended
a
up,
big twist who Blood Axe is.
Oh yeah, maybe we shouldn't spoil that, but yeah, like towards the end of the Thunderstrike run, yeah, they reveal who it is, and it's because I remember it's like, yeah, issue 9, Blood Axe finds out who he is, and then like they don't reveal who Blood Axe is. I don't think it's like an issue or 2 before the last one.
Yeah.
But for like from 9 to like, I don't know, issue 22 or something, he's like, he knows it's one of like someone he knows. He's like, oh my God, one of my friends and acquaintances. So like every time he talks to someone, he's like, this could be Blood Axe. This could be Blood Axe.
Yeah.
Well, and it ends. I mean, do we want to spoil the ending of the series? Because doesn't it end on kind of a downer?
Well, yeah, I mean, well, you haven't seen him in 20 years, kids. So that, I mean, that's. But I mean, it's still a good read. I mean, people should go. But again, you know, you want the whole story, pick up the 4 issues, and then swing right into this.
Have they collected a lot of that stuff yet?
I don't know. Like I said, I have
a trade paperback of. I want to. It might be 2. I think it's like a trade of the end of his run on Thor going into like the first issue or the first couple issues of Thunderstrike, I think. Or maybe it's just 1 issue and then like the first 4 Thunderstrikes. But anyway, I picked one up at a con a while back. And went through it real fast. Probably have it in my library somewhere. Did anyone, Phil, don't you have the Lego Marvel Avengers video game? Did that come up in a topic before?
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't played it in a while, but yes.
Thunderstrike is a playable character in that. And the arcade game, which I've never played, but when we were doing our massive Operation Galactic Storm marathon, there's an arcade game called Avengers in Galactic Storm that you could be Thunderstrike in. And he's a cameo as a non-playable character in the Maximum Carnage video game, which we talked about somewhat recently.
Oh my.
So the Thor Thunderstrike collection looks like it has Thor 408, 431, 432, 433, 457, 458, 459, and then Thunderstrike #1 in it.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking. I was like, I saw it. I was trying to see what issue numbers it was. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. He meets Thor, and then he like gets injured in one of the middle of Thor's fights, and like the only way to save his life is like for Odin to bond him and Thor. So he basically becomes like the Don Blake, where they switch back and forth. But then then he gets quote unquote banished after he supposedly kills Loki, because we know that'll stick. So
yeah, because Loki never faked his death. He would never do that, being the god of lies or anything. Whatever.
Well, he's the most mortal of the gods.
Well, no, I was reading because Thor kills Loki. Well, I guess he destroys his body. I think Mephisto ends up picking up Loki's soul or whatever. But then he eventually escapes and like possesses Odin. But then after that, like eventually, I think it might even be in Thunderstrike and not Thor. But yeah, eventually he has Loki, I guess, makes a deal with Set the serpent god or whatever, who basically, I don't know if he clones him a new body. It's like some weird thing where he like grows Loki a new body in a test tube. I'm like, okay, you can like clone a god or
Test tube Loki.
Well, Set is kind of a big deal for us Quasar fans too, right?
Oh yeah.
Captain Universe.
Yeah, because that's kind of like the last faux Thunderstrike fights, because he doesn't have enough power, so he has to use the mace and the blood axe.
Blood axe.
Which he also uses against the Juggernaut in issue 2.
Yeah.
But no, I was thinking today, I'm surprised these, Thunderstrike and Quasar didn't cross paths more often. Even like just in everyday life, because Eric Masterson was an architect. I could see him going to Quasar doesn't stop by his company that much anymore, but still.
Yeah.
You got to design a building with perfect security cameras,
That's right.
Exactly.
or no blind spots. So, but wasn't Eric Masterson Thor in was it a Thor annual that Quasar is on the cover with him in?
Maybe.
Was that that was Avengers had part of that annual, right? Wasn't there an Avengers? There was an annual, like 4 of the annuals crossed over, or 5 of them. Was it? Oh heck, Terminus, like the Terminus something.
I don't
Or
know.
you know what? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. No, there was just did we talk about this? Yeah, we talked about the where Quasar's on the cover. It's just Mighty Thor 437 where they're fighting. But I thought there was an annual where Quasar was on the front too. But
I think Quasar wasn't a Thor annual, but I think
it was Atlantis Attacks where he's on the cover.
Yeah, but that's original Thor, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
Masterson taken over. Yeah.
All right, maybe I'm wrong.
I'll see what I can find here.
Say it isn't so. I've lost all faith. Matt Kona may have been wrong.
What the
hey, Matt Kona. I sent in my feedback I guess the episode.
I dropped the ball on that too. I didn't leave any feedback for Ray for the
You didn't
Moon
send
Knight. I haven't read it yet. I did go to 2 different comic book stores to see if I could pick up the issue. And I didn't. I struck out. They just didn't have it.
You didn't read it. That didn't stop you last time. You sent feedback on the wrong issue.
I know, but I wanted to get to hold it in my hands this time. But, yeah.
That could be your trademark, just like sending feedback for the wrong issues.
I know.
Yeah, Quasar definitely is on the cover of the Atlantis Attack Thor.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good with Doctor Strange and the Thing, and of course Thor. That was in '89.
Oh yeah, that What If issue we covered. That was the whole Atlantis Attacks thing. Yeah, it was regular Thor. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I was thinking about Thor 437 where they're battling on the cover, but
How did you forget that? Didn't you do the voices of Thor and Hercules?
That's right.
I know. It was a long time ago, but
Thor Annual 16 was the Korvac Quest.
Yeah.
17 is Citizen Kang,
and that's with Masterson. Is the 7? So that might be.
Yeah, but I don't
only Thor annual. No, Quasar's not on that one.
and then 18 is
Back to regular Thor.
the Flame. Yeah, I guess.
Unless you weren't thinking of Operation Galactic Storm or anything, were you?
I'm always thinking of Operation Clash.
I know.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe it was just.
It was good. It was really good.
But I mean, it was like your typical '90s series. But I mean, Thunderstrike was good, of course. Issues 4, 5, and 6. You had your Spider-Man crossover, of course.
Yeah, that's just the growing pains of a new title. It's,
Well, especially it's Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends. I mean, that legendary run on Spider-Man. So.
Mm-hmm. And they had a real passion for Eric Masterson Thor.
Oh yeah.
And DeFalco claims that it was Thunderstrike was outselling the regular Thor issue and Avengers combined, which seems unlikely, but maybe regular Thor, because I don't know.
Yeah, because that's when they were they wanted to chop the line in half. They're downsizing, and I guess supposedly DeFalco claims it was selling that good, but they were like, oh, we're not gonna cancel Thor and keep Thunderstrike.
I listened to a podcast. I forget which podcast it was. It was a while ago, maybe a couple years ago. But they said that this was one of the rare instances where the marketing team suggested that Thunderstrike get its own series, because originally, I don't know if he was going to be killed off or just turned back into normal single dad dude out of the comics for now. But yeah, they kind of pushed for it and it paid off.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, Eric Masterson was popular. Like I said, that Eric Masterson's, becoming Thor is what got me reading Thor on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh no, thee and thou stuff. Oh, cool.
Yes.
Forsooth.
Oh, that is funny because what is it? Issue 10 or 11? Oh, it's issue 10. Yeah, some guys running around with like a fake hammer that he made. It's like electrical or something, and he's like robbing banks and stuff. But he's dressed like the Eric Masterson Thor. And this is what Eric's Thunderstrike. So I guess they catch the guy and clear Thor's name. Eric dresses like Thor. And he's trying to talk like Thor. He's like telling him, "I'm going to clobber you, varlet." He's like, "Wait, was that clobber? Is that right?" It was just funny.
That's great.
I'm trying to think of any other highlights. Oh yes, issue 21. How can get any more 90s? He teams up with War Machine, Ant-Man, and She-Hulk.
I mean, that's a motley crew. I mean, that's kind of Avengers, West Coast,
and they're kind of
and they're fighting Loki, so it's the Avengers. Yeah,
they redid that Avengers #1 cover. Yeah, because they even mentioned that because their team, they come together to fight Loki, and then at the end of the battle, Loki just retreats because he's like, oh no, not again, and he takes off. Because they're like, oh, maybe we should form a team, and they did in Avengers 1, and then they're like, nah.
And that was a good. I enjoyed the use of Loki as kind of the behind the scenes guy for the whole Acts of Vengeance thing, because it bothered him that he created the Avengers,
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
And at that point, he was like, I'm always looking for an opportunity to mess with Thor.
Why not? Yeah.
Exactly. But I love the artwork, by friend of the show, Ron Friends.
This is Comics Illustrator Ron Friends, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Was the podcast that I'm referring to your interview with him? Was
maybe I don't know. I talked to him at least twice. It could have been. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he did tell me that. Yeah, that they were. The Falco claims that Thunderstrike was outselling Thor at that point.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a little plug for you. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I mean, and it's so hard to even think back to the days when because this is pre-Heroes. Heroes Reborn. They were starting to slice things down, and they gave up the Avengers, Captain America, Fantastic Four, Iron Man, and now we have the Marvel movies with 3 of the 4 of those characters.
I know. It's like saying Captain America and Iron Man weren't popular characters, as popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Thor went with them. He didn't even get his own book. He was just in the Avengers book.
Yeah.
I love how they split the difference. They sent Banner in with them, and then he just got irradiated and became a Hulk over there, and then there was just a Hulk in the regular Marvel universe.
Yeah. I must say I did enjoy Heroes Reborn when everything came back. I mean, that was...
Oh, I think Captain America was the most meta because he was like, I don't remember what happened over there.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to remember.
I don't want to remember Rob Liefeld not being able to draw my feet and giving me big breasts.
It was pretty disproportionate too.
Top.
And doubly jarring because that was right after the Grunwald era ended. Right?
Mm-hmm. Wade and Garney, I think, were on the title.
They came in for what was it, maybe 10 issues or something. Yeah, then Heroes Reborn hit, and then when they came back, they gave him back the book.
Yeah. And it was a pretty good run.
Yeah.
Although it led to one of the things that really annoys me because, Cap loses his shield for a while at the bottom of the ocean, right?
Oh, yeah.
And the energy shield, I'm like, oh, come on, that just so dates every story that he's in, it dates it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Right. You know exactly when it happened, yeah.
I know exactly when it happened. But it was a cool, it was. I mean, because the Shield is the Shield, right? I mean, Cap and Vance Astro, those are the guys.
You know what? Now you got me thinking. Maybe next time we have like a big event thing going on, maybe we'll try to get the whole team together. Maybe we should cover the whole Heroes Reborn, all those issues, and kind of mystery time thousand them.
That's a lot of. Well, Walt Simonson came in to kind of wrap it up so we could get Heroes Reborn. And Heroes Reborn Avengers, I mean, PCX and Perez were just freaking awesome. I mean, that gave us Avengers JLA finally.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think Quasar will be covering that first arc. Yeah, because Quasar's with everyone else.
Here's the call. Means a lot to him.
That's right. All right, should we get to tonight's review?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Quasar 47, of course, if you didn't figure it out by now, guest starring Thunderstrike.
Who, Phil? I don't know who you're talking about.
A man of the hour. A man that only Phil is familiar with.
What the F? All right. Oh, yes. So from June 1993, by Mark Grunwald, writer, Andy Smith, penciler, Ralph Cabrera, inker, Janice Chang, letterer, Paul Beckton, colorist, Mike Rockwitz, whaler watcher, Ralph Macchio, group watcher, and last but not least, the aforementioned Tom DeFalco, watch repair.
He's got both hands on everything.
Well, that's good. DeFalco is a chief editor on this, knows a thing or two about Thunderstrike. So
that's right.
All right. Who's going to be the watcher?
You want me to take the watch?
Yes. Yeah.
Here we go.
We give you the heavy dialogue. I'll be
dialogue.
man. I'll be man on street.
Okay.
What?
No.
I am the Watcher, a member of the Starborn race of beings who attained immortality before your solar system was even born. When your sun spewed forth the elements that formed its planets, I was there watching. When a chance collision between your world and an errant planetoid caused your world's moon to form from accreted debris, I was there watching. As Earth's atmospheric gases coalesced into oceans, I was there watching. As life sprang forth in its single-celled simplicity and began its relentless march toward complexity and diversity, I was watching. Mine has been a solemn, solitary existence, but no being who has ever found his true calling in the cosmos' scheme can complain. For far beyond the capacity of any native creature that has come before him, man has learned to alter his environment, affect his biological destiny, and chart his history. And in recent times, I have learned to peer into divergent histories, divergent his worlds where even events took a dissimilar course from the reality of which you are aware. Consider this alternative possibility. What if I were not the benign practitioner of non-interference I have been for the past 4.6 billion years? In other words, what if the Watcher had...
Excuse me?
Quasar.
Sorry if I startled you. Hey, what were you doing? Dictating your memoirs?
It is of no concern of yours.
Okay, be that way. And then we see the title Quantum Quest, which I'm surprised with a big name like that. I thought this would have been like a 6-part thing or something, but nope. 2.
Done in 1. You did not startle me. I saw you coming. I see everything that goes on in this sector.
Right, which is why I'm here, actually. I need a favor.
You know it is against my people's oath to interfere in the affairs of those I watch, and that includes the dispensation of information.
Come on, you owe me for the way I helped you out in that replicating living laser affair, remember?
You do if you read issues number 30 and 31, Makatu. That's awesome.
All I need...
I'm sorry.
Okay. All I need to know is two things: where the heck my quantum bands are, and where the heck my girlfriend Kayla is.
As tempting as it is to aid you, I am afraid I cannot. Now go.
Why, that moon face so and so. Last time I ever do him any favors. I know he's not above laying information when it, and then wait. I know he's not above laying on information now and then when it suits his purposes. The Fantastic Four and Avengers have told me so. So why is he holding on to me? The protector, the whole cockamamie, wait, what's that on that view screen? Hot Zot! I recognize the thing. It's the cosmic fetus I saved from the Soul Eater.
Issue number 36.
Remember?
Feta Mike.
Remember, we told Dick, remember that. And in
Now,
its
hot zot isn't one of those 90s slangs, but it could have been.
We should bring that back. That's just something to start saying, right?
Hot zot. That's
no.
a hot zot drop.
Thanks.
All right. And its embryonic sac, my quantum bands. How in the world did they get there? Ha! How do you like that? That rascally watcher did help me while providing himself plausible deniability that he didn't. Maybe old Uatu is worried about being watched himself, so he wants to be circumspect. Okay, Man in the Moon, your secret's safe with me. Only gave me half the information I wanted, but it's by far the most important half. Once I get my quantum bands back, I can communicate with Epoch.
Quasar's cosmic goddaughter, my cock.
Hey, this is a family show. This is a family show. Ask her to use her cosmic awareness to find where Kayla's been whisked off to as he leaves the moon. Okay, let's see now. How am I going to shag all the way across the galaxy to get the fetus? I could trace the trail I made back from it using this weird vision power the Starbrand has given me, but I keep having this nagging suspicion that the Starbrand power I got is going to punk out on me completely. Before I go galaxy galloping, I'm going to scrounge up some cosmic class help to escort me there. Hang on, Kayla. I haven't forgotten you. Speaking of, elsewhere in the galaxy, the woman on Quasar's mind is also foremost on the minds of some alien entities known only as the Dance.
You stupid weirdo, stop that. I'm warning you. I have incredible power, and I'll use it on you if you don't get me out of this, whatever it is. I could, too, but I'm afraid that if I let the Star Tattoo power loose, I won't control it well enough and blow apart the ship, and my friend Holly will die in its vacuum, and I'll have no way to get home. Holly, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. Apparently, I'm not interested enough to examine. They're just letting me stand here.
Hey, what? Holly, look there.
Hello?
I think he froze up. I'm here.
Oh, I froze. Oh,
You
Hey,
said,
what?
look, they're doing this. That's it, right?
yeah, Holly, look there. So we're down to the next panel, right? Where
Holly?
Oh, really? Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say that. I knew that that's what they were so interested in. Thing. Oh, sorry. Holly, Stack, here I am. They just left the room. What did you do to them?
I don't know, nothing. I wish I knew the sign language they seem to be speaking.
Did they hurt you? What's it feel like inside there?
Actually, it feels like one of those massage beds. Maybe they recognize what this energy tattoo is, and they've gone to get instruments to remove it. Or maybe they're frightened of it, and they're gone off to get something to kill me.
I don't know. What do you want me to do?
Just stay by me, Holly. I'm afraid I don't want to die alone.
Okay.
But meanwhile, on Earth, the sub-basement of Avengers headquarters, as Thunderstrike and Hercules are doing, I'm not sure what they're doing, but
You're working out.
I know, but he looks like he's using his mace to hit Hercules' dumbbell. So
Yeah.
Quasar doesn't walk, and he's worried about using up all that energy, but he flies in the room, doesn't walk in.
Yeah.
Thor?
Hercules is caught off guard. He gets a punch in the face. Eh? 'Tis no fair, Eric. My concentration was shattered.
Sorry about that, guys.
Young Quasar, I had heard thou survived the ordeal with the nullifier. How good to see thee.
Likewise, Herc. Hey, I like your new look, Thor.
Thanks. Only it's not Thor anymore. It's, well, maybe my mace is called Thunderstrike. And that's what most folks are calling me. When they're not calling me Bozo. Why don't you just call me Eric?
Then you don't have Thor's powers anymore?
Some, but not all.
What about being able to warp space and make portals to other places in the galaxy?
Nope. Sorry, why?
Well, I need to get where my quantum bands are. I know where they are, and I do have some sort of power left, that tattoo in my eye, but I'm not sure it's going to last me all the way across space to where I need to go. Would be kind of a drag to have it conk out halfway there, huh?
So you were hoping I could give you a lift, huh?
And then Herc drops his dumbbell. Herc!
It's setting off all the Planet Fitness alarms. Confound the slippery instrument. Anyway, Quays, if you're looking for company and you don't think it'll take all that long, I'm game.
Huh? You are? Oh, look, did you see the sound effect behind Hercules?
Badonk.
What's behind him is badonk. Yes.
Badonk.
All right, so next page.
Double page splash.
Goes sideways. And so, catch up to them in space. I'd like to tell Eric how much I appreciate his coming along like this, but now that we're out of Earth's atmosphere, our only hope is communicating is by lip reading. Gee, I wonder how he breathes out here without any air. Some kind of enchantment of his mace, or is he holding his breath? Better find the energy trail my Q-bands left. Grab hold of Eric's collar so we don't get separated, and warp space, hop, skip, and jump, Starbrand style, and pray I don't burn out the tattoo's power in so doing. And there's the trail. Let's do it. And a heartbeat or an eternity later. And of course, all of this is translated from various telepathic alien languages.
The mic later. Nice.
Oh,
All right, you want to be the judge, Matt?
Sure.
Here come the judge.
Okay.
This is under my jurisdiction now, Explorer. Make no move until I pass judgment.
Caregiver may have been the first of us to discover the organism, but by the grand astrogator, I claim the right of exploration.
I care nothing about this organism. What's in this organism's possession is another matter.
What I don't understand, Rubana, I make life simpler.
Life is meant to be complex, child.
What the?
Hot zot, we made it. Another hot zot. Hey, what's this? Some sort of convention? Poor Eric's more confused than I am. At least I recognize the Contemplator and the Caregiver, two of the elders. Once I get my Q-bands back, I'll be able to clue him in. I'll signal him, tell him everything's cool.
Oh, the short lifers approach.
Short lifers.
They should not be here. I do not think. I shall obliterate them. Hey!
One of those jokers are attacking. Finally, something I understand.
I do not recognize them, Camotharn. You?
They are beings of the planet Earth, come to possess what is ours alone.
Hey, Contemplator. Hey, Contemplator. Tell these other guys who I am, that I come in peace. Contemplator? That's funny. He's ignoring.
Reach out, my ruined staff. Taste of his life force.
And remember Makari?
Why? Why, sure.
Well, on the planet Grossgumbeak, where mere moments ago Quasar's friend Makari landed.
Bon voyage! Thanks for the racing tips. Well, that's that. The mourners have split, and I've just kissed off my only ride off this big green marble. Now, if they were just kidding me about there being a race of super fast beings who live here, I'm going to be up Crud Creek without a paddle. But if they're right, then I'll have found what I want. All I want most in the galaxy, and all the glittering galaxy, the secret to ultimate speed. So now it's just a matter of trying to find these running rascals when they may all be moving too fast for even my eyes to see.
Several hours later, as we reckon time.
What the hey is that blur? What are the fast people? I've got to pour it on, try to match speeds. Looks like a wolf. Yeah, it's a definite creatureoid. Traveling way too fast for sound to reach his ears. Let me see if I can hand signal him somehow. What? The hoofer's taking a tumble. Man, this beast's gonna be rolling for kilometers. Better try to catch up. Slow as Mo. Easy, guy, easy now. You're spun out of control. You okay? He's wheezing, way out of breath. You hurt? Not hurt. Old. Taking. Oh wait, that's him communicating telepath.
Not hurt. Oh, taking last run before life stop reached end.
Anything I can do to help you?
No, done it all.
I'm fast, but I want to learn to be faster. Is there anyone to... Stop breathing. He's dead. May you rest as well as you run, old timer. Okay, back to square one. But the least I know the fast people are around. I just hope that only folks slow enough for me to catch up to are the newly dead and newly born.
Can I just say I missed that Coda doing Macari and his
Thank you.
Oh, look who's watching. Miss Lil Hellfire.
So Ben Riley enters now, and
oh, you're trying to chase her off. All right. Meanwhile,
Thunderstrike's in a bit of a tussle. Watch where you're pointing that thing, Gort.
this being has great physical strength. Good. The greater the strength, the better the kill.
What is that? My rune staff. His life force has a most unusual taste. Something extra dimensional, you say. All the more reason to possess it for our own, eh? Quaze looks like he's in a bad way. Let me borrow Bucket Boy's handy-dandy Scorch Blast for a moment.
What are you? Huh? Yeah, blast the possessor or whatever. With this short life, you think that is my only obliterator way? I was saving this one. It blasts Eric in the face.
Blank word bubble.
Yes. Maybe he's trying to talk in space.
Yeah.
Oh, his words were lost in space.
Nice.
So Quasar has the possessor's staff. Oh, great. While Thunderstrike was helping me out of a jam, he got himself into one. Flying sluggishly. The stick of his took a lot of energy out of me, and grabbing hold of it isn't enough to get it back. Better try to help Eric before I faint or something. In Westerns, you're not supposed to shoot someone in the back. But who watches Westerns anymore? Throws it at the obliterator's back. What? My battery pod, something. And Quaze starts flying towards the fetus, getting hard to breathe. Don't know how the Starbrand worked, where it came from, but in this universe, its power can definitely be tapped out. I've got to make it to the cosmic fetus, get my Q bands before I...
Hold, short lifer. Approach no further. Yon unidentified creature. I, Zamanethan, Rambunazeth,
Bless
have
you.
laid first claim to discovery rights to said being.
Look, pal, I don't dispute your rights. I just want to fetch something of mine from inside the embryonic sac.
The human speaks truly, explorer. Bah, then I withdraw my claim. That which is known to others is of no interest to me. But what makes you a mere mortal think that you will be allowed to explore that which the Judicator has denied me?
Look, I don't want to explore it.
I will hear your petition to approach the nascent organism.
Huh? Blast you. I don't have time to... Power flatlining. I'm losing my ability to breathe in space. Blast, blast, blast. So close.
No mercy.
She sends him through the sack.
But no mercy with a K-N. Not like Cobra Kai, no mercy.
No mercy.
Sweep the leg, Wendell.
Sweep the leg.
So yes, now he's in the sack with the fetus. Huh? I don't know what I'm.
Oh, hello, Quasar.
Okay. Hi, you seem to know me, but I'm at a loss.
I am Origin. I believe you should remember me.
Origin? You mean that old lady in my hometown who I saved from that cosmic creature in the form of a small boy? Oh wait, hold on.
Way back in the controversial issue number 18. You do
remember that issue? That gave us the
Yeah.
classic drop.
Yeah.
And I'm visiting nursing homes with bad intentions.
You
So
do remember me. You do remember me. I am pleased.
but you died of natural causes.
Did I not say I would be reborn elsewhere in a new form? This is my new form.
Okay, I'll accept that. But my quantum bands, how did you get them?
Also in issue number 36, Live Mike. You
What?
helped me at you helped me at 2 critical junctures already. Oh, sorry, I was at the game.
The question mark does look like an asterisk. So.
Yeah, that's also in issue number 36.
Yes.
Okay, you helped me at 2 critical junctures already. So when you face such an event while wielding the ultimate nullifier, I chose to help you.
Great. Thanks.
Now take your bands and go. We shall meet again in a few of your years after I have come to term.
Or never again.
Or never again, yeah.
My quantum bands. Wow, thanks.
Please put them on outside of my sac. The energy interface would be disruptive to my still fragile being.
Right. Goodbye. And I now have a drop of Will saying sack. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, Will, filthy today.
I am, yeah. I think you're the judge, right, Matt?
All right. He emerges carrying 2 energy transformation artifacts. By what authority has he removed them?
He lives, and he has not harmed the organism. That is all that interests me. This short lifer is too presumptuous for my liking.
By what right do you attach those artifacts to your arms?
Judge, these quantum bands were given to me by the time being known as Eon. If you haven't heard of Eon, it's only because her authority is so much greater than yours, you'd get a nosebleed just thinking about it. As he slips one quantum band on. Feels so good to have this baby back on my arm. Now for the other.
Yes!
The contemplator puts the other one on. Contemplator, what did you do?
Isn't it obvious, human?
As they get into a standoff and they're both pointing quantum bands at one quantum band at each other. You're not the real contemplator. Must be an Australian.
I bet he is.
I should have suspected. Conti mentioned to me once he suspected someone was impersonating him. You think they did that because what, like early appearance of the Contemplator, wasn't he good sometimes? And then wasn't he like
bad and evil? Yeah, I think it was Greenwald trying to explain him being, so serene and enlightened and still being a bad guy sometimes. So
cool. Why didn't I suspect you? You're chubbier than the real thing.
Believe what you will about me, human. It doesn't matter anymore. Now surrender the other bracelet, or I will send the energy blast straight through the heart of your embryonic friend.
Sorry, chubs, but the first thing to know about these bands is they don't come off, at least not until the wearer is dead.
Oh, so then how did they come off you and find themselves here?
I died, kinda.
And it looks like you will have to die again.
Not likely. I have infinitely more control and practice over my band than you have over yours. Any move you make, I can block. As I see it, you have 2 choices. Sever your arm and return the band to me, or die when your lack of control over it causes the band to overload and explode. What's it going to be, chubs?
Neither.
Oh!
The embryo.
There, Quasar puts up a shield to Block the blast. Blocked it. Told you I could. Yes, we call this he's got about to go Quasar's trying to stop him from going what is it, William Wesley? See episode 1. That was really reprehensible, man. Shooting at an innocent like that. You want something to shoot at, try this, and he bubbles up the fake contemplator.
Yeah? You fool, you can't possibly have my will to win.
Says you. It'd be a simple matter to shoot a mega dose of quantum energy into his band, cause it to build up out of control and disintegrate him. Big burnouts happened to the last 2 guys to wear these things before I did. William Wesley and Marvel Boy. Is that my only option then? To kill the
Marvel Boy clone.
Yes. Thank you. Is that my only option then? To kill the little porker to get my property back? Jeez. But in case you think we forgot, on the ship of the dance.
Not the dance ship. Kayla!
Oh, ow. I'm free. Whatever holding me, let go. Come on, let's move before they change their mind.
Not so fast. Look, that window.
Oh, sweet. It looks like, can it be?
Maybe it's not a window. Maybe it's like a video monitor. What if they have video monitors of Earth? Ones that look like these flyby shots. It's real, Holly. I know it.
I'll prove it. See? Oh, wait, that's...
Is that? I think it's Holly.
Okay.
She's proving
See, air, cloud, grass, ground. I don't know how or why, but those goofy dancers gave us a lift home.
Probably were scared of your power, wanted to get rid of you without ticking you off.
Or Grunwald wanted to end this storyline.
Yes.
All right, back in outer space. Well, I'm doing it using my mastery over my Q band to give his more power than any novice could possibly handle. Proud of myself.
There's going to be a vast energy discharge. Judicator, help me shield the fetus from the blast.
Sorry, not under my jurisdiction. I must be away.
I'm infernal energy. I can't stay on top of it.
He's going to self-destruct any moment, thanks to me. Some protector I turned out to be. Unless...
Ah!
And we get that nice splash page on the last page.
He blasted off his arm. He took it
right.
off at the elbow.
Managed to contain the blast to about a 1 foot diameter as he slips the other quantum band on. Blew up his arm, but spared his life. Now the other quantum band is mine. All right, I've got my quantum bands back, and by Eon, nobody's ever going to take them from me again until annihilation.
Just wait several years. We'll see.
Yes. I'll never die and come back again. I've done that already twice. Oh, but yes, next issue, Quasar versus Thunderstrike. Woo!
I'll read some. I'll get over. I'll do more homework.
So, what you guys think? The bands are back, baby.
That's right.
It took long enough. It's about time.
I agree with Matt.
I mean, it was a fun way to get. I mean, obviously, like if you had to make a series of guesses about where the bands were, how he was going to get them back, and the answer was the embryonic sac from the dead elderly woman from 30-something issues ago.
Who they saved from the Soul Eater, which was like 15 issues ago or 10.
Yeah. I mean, the odds in Vegas were low that one chose it. Yeah.
One of the things I really liked was that it showed that he took his kind of responsibilities, because he always does that, right? He always takes his responsibilities seriously. And he didn't straight up kill the fake contemplator, which we don't know who that is yet, by the way, right? Just, you can't spoil that. But he didn't kill the fake contemplator. He saved him. I thought that was pretty cool.
Wait a minute. What issue did they say that, the old lady, the nursing home? What issue
That
was
was 18.
Okay, yes. That was episode 47.
Wow.
Yeah, people. It was that long ago. Like 80-some episodes.
80s.
Told you it was going to come back around. We'll see Origin again. And there you go. Now she's gone.
Awesome.
All right. I got one more surprise for you guys for the big 125th. We have feedback from Ray.
Oh, awesome. We never get feedback from Ray.
I know. All right. So let's hear from Ray from Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast.
The
Moon Knight podcast. Thank you, Will. That's right. And the Last Sons of Krypton, the Superman podcast. Yeah. All right. So here is Ray, the Ray.
Hello, Will, Matt, and Phil. This is Ray dropping in some thoughts for Quasar 47 Quantum Quest. To get straight off the bat, I enjoy this a lot more than I have the last previous issues of Quasar, which the previous issues I thought had dipped a little and had kind of dipped in quality compared to the overall run. So I'm glad that 47, for me at least, was a pickup in the right direction. Some thoughts about it and what I really found great. Number one, the first page. I'm not sure if you guys have commented or will comment about it, but I just love this sort of thing. It's a bit of a hark back to some of the earlier stuff that Matt Grunwald writes into the Quasar comics, and that's he kind of gives us like a little. I love it. He kind of gives us a little bit of a history lesson by using, I guess, the watching of life evolve in the cosmos. Not to say that it was ultra educational or anything like that, but I just love how he, in one page, Grunwald kind of encapsulates what the Watcher's about, but he also frames it with a lot of lyrical ways of cosmic history, of basically the universe and its development over time. So I really enjoyed that first page. When I first opened it, I thought, oh, there's a fair bit of writing there, but as I immediately, once I started reading it, it was quite enjoyable. Also, just quickly, I'm just going through this comic as I'm talking, but I won't go through it in detail. The Watcher helping Wendell indirectly, so to speak, I thought that was a really nice touch. Funnily enough, those aliens, which Kayla and Holly find themselves with, are now dubbed as the Dance. A very strange design from them, and I don't know what to make of it because they seemingly have just like brought them home. So maybe we'll hear about them a bit later on as to why they did that, or if indeed they are on Earth. I don't know.
Never see him again.
Also, okay, so the introduction of Thunderstrike.
And yes, they are on Earth.
One of my faves, Herc. This obviously lifts up, gives it a couple more points, a bit more brownie points for why I like this issue. Good to see Herc in, albeit very briefly, but and the first appearance of Thunderstrike for me. But don't worry, Phil, I will be jumping onto Marvel Unlimited, and I'll be starting my Thunderstrike read once I finish this feedback. So I like that, just the interaction, and of course Herc being a little bit of a comedian there in the background, all drawn there by Andy Smith as well. So we're getting to this whole thing about them finding the cosmic fetus and the quantum band, and hooray! And as Will mentioned in the previous Quantum Zone, 47 is indeed when we finally see the quantum bands. My gosh, can't believe 7 issues long without them. But there's a little bit of a fight that they go along. They have to go up against. A couple of them are familiar faces. Now, I just wanted to compare this with the previous 46 and my comments previously about the likes of Shock Troop, and there seem to be all these kind of like C-grade characters that Quasar came up against, and although I do love a good fight action, it seemed pretty kind of bland for me. But I can't say that with, even though these characters, we don't know much about them and they seem just kind of haphazardly designed. Any cosmic fight is a fun fight. So there's that robot-y kind of guy, and there's this guy with a weird rune staff. Regardless of them, actually, I just think the action in space is a lot more interesting for me, anyway. And actually, then seeing Makari, because I'd totally forgotten about him going off quests to learn more about, to be faster and all that, to
Hot
improve
sauce!
a bit of self-development that he's doing. So again, that's intrigued me as well. So we're starting to get some more threads here, and it's not, for me, it's not just a run-of-the-mill kind of average tale that Grunwald is spinning. So a few points of interest here. So yeah, I want to learn more about Makari there. Interesting creature that he comes across in the world that he's in. Look, I'm not going to go through too much of it now, but basically enjoyable that the Quasar gets the Quantum Man's back, and the Contemplator, who doesn't seem to be the Contemplator. That was a fun fight, and what Quasar does again to beat him. And again, we don't see. I don't know. It's more apparent to me now, but again, it's the Quasar of old, of actually thinking things through and coming up with a strategy to beat him, rather than just use his speed or strength or stuff like that to win. So I like that bit of thought that Quasar comes across. Also, the Cosmic Fetus being the old lady in issue 18. Geez, I have to go reread that. I didn't realize, and that's pretty cool. Again, tying it up, and I love the fact that Grunwald has kept it open. I'm not sure if we do finally get to see something down the track, but the Cosmic Fetus saying, "I'll see you again, Quasar, in a few years," when I'm assuming the fetus is a bit more fully grown. So apart from that, I just enjoyed this issue far more than I have the last few issues, and the big payoff to finally get the Quantum Bands is certainly something to celebrate. So, as I said, I can't wait to read more of Thunderstrike, understand him. I always thought that he was just it was just Eric Masterson, as a street level thug with no real powers, but it seems that he's got a bit of Thor's powers. So I'm looking forward to reading more on him. But keen to hear your thoughts as well. And haven't forgot about leaving feedback now, because I've dropped it in nice and early. Anyway, thanks a lot, and keep it quantum.
Yeah, he dropped it a couple of days ago. Yeah,
Nice.
but I mean, speaking of Hercules, who I know Ray loves, I mean, talk about immortal. You think Hercules is immortal? Did you notice anything in the art? No beard. Kona kept his beard longer than Hercules. Come on.
I know. Babyface Hercules.
But I'm thinking, maybe we don't see this fetus again. Maybe we would have if like the series had gone past issue 60, because as we see, Grunwald loved the long game.
He did.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, I'm a little fuzzy on the details after Quasar 60. The stuff that happens after 60 and Annihilation Nova number 4.
Yeah.
So I know there's the Cosmic Powers Unlimited, the Star Blasters or Star Masters. Yeah, Star Masters. But and then the appearance in the Avengers, but that's all I'm kind of remembering right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as the closer we get to the modern stuff, the some of that modern stuff I've only read once or twice. So yeah, I don't remember a lot of that either. So
It'd be nice to revisit it.
Gonna shock ourselves. I mean, basically anything after 60, I'm sure there's stuff I'm gonna be like, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And see, Ray was talking about. He mentioned a few things, and he mentioned a lot of things in there, but I think he's right. This was kind of a return to form. It felt more like a Quasar book now.
Oh yeah, especially when he gets those bands back.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I know the sea level characters. I think everybody except
they're all like elders of the universe.
They're all elders of the universe, but
Yeah.
I think Grunwald introduced one or two more. Caregiver, I think, was a new one.
I think.
back in 36, but then there was the one that said, well, oh, it's not new, I'm going to leave. I don't remember him from, because a lot of those elders showed up in the Obliterator in the Silver Surfer run by Englehart, in the 80s, Englehart, and then I think it's Marshall Rogers, and then Ron Lim took over into that run and made the Surfer his own for so long, which was awesome.
But I mean,
but let's talk about some non-sea level characters like Namor, Namorita. They're below sea level. Okay, sorry. Orca.
no wonder he was stretching while we were talking. Man. He was reaching that.
You have to. You got it. You got to give him it. Give it to him.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that what's his face? The Camo Tharn, the Possessor. I mean, he's been around. I mean, didn't he like?
Oh yeah, he's been around a long time.
And I forget. Did he run into the Silver Surfer? I know.
I think he was. Yeah, I think he showed up during the Englehart.
Yeah.
Run on the Surfer.
It seems like he likes to attack teams because there's something in here about Thor and Hercules, and then later on it's like he encounters Silver Surfer and Mantis.
I don't remember Judicator being back there, but he may have been back in that Silver Surfer run too.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I was gonna say I always did remember the Possessor because he was like in a Thor story.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was wasn't it in that time like right before the Walt Simonson run or something?
I think so. Yeah, he was doing some cosmic stuff back before Simonson took over. So yeah,
but yeah, we'll see.
I think the Gardner showed up. I mean, he's one of the elders.
Mm. Judicator kind of looks like a character from Monsters Inc. in Monsters University. Don't you think?
I would agree with that.
They might have borrowed from that.
And who is that? The Obliterator? It's just like it looks like a guy in armor. It's just like that's an elder of the universe.
Yeah.
The 90s of it.
90s elder.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. Any other thoughts on this issue, gentlemen?
No, it was a fun one. Good close to most of the loose ends from the past few issues.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll see Thunderstrike again next issue, the Possessor, and we'll
Kayla.
Yes.
49. Finally, Ray. 49. You reveal all there is about Holly.
Like 2 weeks till you get your answer, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming.
Oh,
It's coming.
but next week you'll get the answer. Who is that fake contemplator?
Yes.
Again, I think he hails from Australia, so
Yeah.
Oh.
You might know him.
Oh! Can you imagine if, quote unquote, the fake contemplator had got his hand on both bands?
He wouldn't have lasted long.
True. I guess, but can you imagine if one of his kind getting the bands? Jeez.
That would be interesting. You know what? Shirley. I don't know. Don't call you Shirley.
Yeah, don't
I think surely one of that race has been a protector at some point. I really do.
You would think. Probably everybody, pretty dig deep enough, yeah.
I mean, because that race is ancient.
even though he never had the quantum bands, Marvel was the protector of the universe too. He was
exactly,
great.
yeah.
True.
You're revealing so much by just saying that there. Phil.
Well, all right. I'll just say, contemplator is not a Kree. Okay.
Yes.
The Kree blank war. Okay.
I don't know who that could be.
I don't know. All right.
Empire. Sorry.
Oh yeah. There was a big thing today. They're saying, oh yeah, after Empire, Fantastic Four, there's going to be some big permanent change or something. I mean, Charlie was just like, oh, what? Maybe.
Have you read any of Empire?
I read the first one. It came out last week, and I think Empire 2 comes out tomorrow already. So,
what do you think? I'm curious. I mean, I loved the Young Avengers just after Disassembled, as much as I disliked Disassembled, but the Young Avengers was a really good book.
I mean, it's kind of intriguing so far, even though I kind of saw the twist coming at the end of issue 1. Yeah, the Kree and the Skrull unite to pick on the Ko Tati or whatever, and it's. But yeah, I mean, I will only give it a try. Like I said, issue 2's out tomorrow, so I was like, is it just because of the scheduling got messed up, or is this going to be a weekly thing?
Who's the artist on that? Is that Chung? Jim Chung?
I think it might be. Yeah, it kind of. I'll double check, but yeah, it kind of looked like his work.
He's awesome.
Oh yeah, because and then they had a last week's Fantastic Four crossed it. It was an Empire tie-in, and I guess they're bringing back that '90s Fantastic Four because Spider-Man and Wolverine showed up. And I think the other two are showing up next issue.
Yeah,
around
little Gray Hulk and Ghost Rider.
Oh no!
Good times.
The artist on Empire is Valerio Shaiti or whatever.
Okay, I'll have to give it a look.
Oh, what's Jim Chung is on there also. So maybe I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, check out Empire. It'd be nice if they brought Quasar into it, but
I mean, it's only a cosmic conflagration that involves the Kree and the Skrull.
Yeah. Well, me and Charlie were speculating too. What if at the end of this whole thing they bring back Mar-Vell? But then what do you call him?
Yeah, because
his name's taken. Yeah.
Yeah. Captain Marvel is Captain Marvel.
Carol Danvers. Yeah.
And she has a very well received and financially successful movie behind her.
Because I'm surprised they haven't brought Mar-Vell back yet anyway, because it's like, in comics, they brought back everyone else who's even made like big sacrifices, like Barry Allen and all those guys who have made like huge Mar-Vell just like died of cancer in bed. I'm surprised they haven't.
Yeah. I mean, Bucky is back, all right? I mean, come on.
And I mean, it's an alternate version, but it's like Gwen Stacy's back.
Yeah, and we had Uncle Ben for a while too, So.
That's Lilith's big conspiracy theory. She thinks Uncle Ben is Mephisto.
Okay.
I know. I said no. Aunt May's just the Black Widow, man. Every guy she marries either die, she goes out with dies and stuff, except for Willie Lumpkin. Willie Lumpkin got out.
Doc Ock, well, he died, but kind of got.
Oh yeah, he kind of bodies and stuff. Yeah. True. All right, I know we were gonna end this like 5 minutes ago, but are we good?
We're good.
Nerds. All right. Anyway, yes. So again, Thunderstrike next time. More Possessor. More fake Contemplator. Email us. Hey, any Thunderstrike thoughts or Quasar thoughts? Any random Marvel thoughts, email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow the Quantum Zone on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram. Find links to all of our stuff. The YouTube channel. Please subscribe there. We got a Patreon going. We're talking Star Trek now. Me, Matty Kona, and some of our friends. My chief of security over there, Matty Kona.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, links to everything, all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. And when you go on Amazon and do all of your shopping, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help support the show, the network, and Mr. Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain. So says Master Doom.
Matty Conan, where can people find you?
I am sticking into nursing homes with bad intentions at Matt Kona, MATTKONA. Everywhere you would normally find an @ sign with a name following it.
I know callback's a big thing in comedy, but he just called back to something like 80-some episodes ago.
And it worked. It totally worked.
Is that a long joke?
I need a full length one.
Will Allred, master of the quantum zone.
You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED. Twitter, Gmail, Facebook. Like Matt said, any thing we can put an at in front of with a username, right? You can also find me at diaryofnight.com, which is my self-published book. It's really cool. It was a Kickstarter book, so. And then, of course, you can find all kinds of really cool stuff at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
I'll put it in my navel.
Oh,
Exactly.
we had some kind of contemplator this time. That is so.
Yeah.
I'll put it in my navel.
That's right. Except he didn't, did he? Because he's not the real contemplator.
Oh, that's right. He can make one. All right. Yes. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for the 125th time.
Once more with feeling, right?
Another 25, and we'll be at issue 60.
Is that Marvel math? I don't understand.
Yeah, we're gonna reboot, renumber. No, that's us having to hurdle over Star Blast. We're covering it all. Fantastic Four, Namor, even though they barely have anything to do with it.
Secret Defenders.
Oh my lord, Secret Defenders. We're gonna get through that in like 5 minutes. Skeletron. Skeletor was busy.
That's right.
All right, Quantum Zoners. Again, come back next time. We'll wrap up this tale. And remember, Quantum Zoners, hot zot.